Welcome to the ATM, Bobby Dodd Stadium in the heart of downtown Atlanta, home to the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Ramblin' Wreck ready to roll here today. Today we have a battle from two teams in the ACC, a conference that now sprawls all across the country. This is an important matchup. As we'll see, the Louisville Cardinals taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to get this game going. And it's caught from inside the 20. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Lacey. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Few set of downs for the offense. First and 10. Hand off to the single back. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Man, this is exactly how you want to start an opening drive on the road for this offense. Really well-blocked play. Pick up some nice yardage. And if you're this offensive line, this is exactly what you talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front, especially early in this game. They give their running back plenty of room to run.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Caught over the middle. It's Bell. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Grab down the middle. It's Brooks. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands. And how about the job by this receiver to fight for that first down?
And the Cardinals will have first and 10 here. Handoff here from the shotgun. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the same runner's got it again. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
He'll hand it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
The Cardinals trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain.
Oh, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
2nd down and goal upcoming. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Boy, this is a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
To advance on the football.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense. The 25. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Boyd. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Now it's 2nd down here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run it to the left.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's brought down out at the 46.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. And the tight end tries to muscle his way to a first down. The Yellow Jackets looking to keep this drive moving. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Ball carried by the running back. Second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's King. Makes a quick catch. Good enough for first down yardage.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
And there's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Louisville 7, Georgia 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. Running through the tackle. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution.
Well, anytime I'm evaluating running backs, it's not just about speed and size and what he brings to the team. It's also about his toughness. Yards after the contact. What kind of balance does he have? How about that run right there? You can bet his teammates and his coaches are very proud of that effort. What a heck of a run there for a nice gain.
He's got it for a big gain. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. That's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl rod, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, then he made a great throw for that first down.
And the defense says, not again. They wouldn't let him get loose for the scramble. Brought him down for a short gain.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Second down and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution of that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
And the PAT is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Return begins inside the 10. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw. It's Shuck. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Great cut there. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, gets a fresh set of downs. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking for some space. It's Brown. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Gang makes it second and medium. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wide out. He pulls it in for a big gain. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now.
Passing efficiency is almost always higher off of play action. And you see why right here. The fake froze the defender for a second, and then the quarterback was able to zip it to the open play.
It's press coverage now from these DBs. Now here's the toss play. Aiming for the end zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisville.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. An effective play. Good for a first down at the 35.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Heading left after the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
They'll kick it away here. That one lands and bounces out of bounds. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crosses the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Past the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Just ran away from the defense. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Now the all-important extra point. PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7.
That makes the score.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And here comes a deep shot. The pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the tailback's got it again. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield on play action.
Second down after that previous play. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
He breaks the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Third down play coming up. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Cardinals will line up on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff again. That's the spin move. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burst a big run, but if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might catch the defense over pursuing.
Important second down play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Got space looking for the end zone here. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
That back was shot out of a gun. How quick did he accelerate to pick up those yards? Just an electric run. Somehow he's knocked out of bounds at just the 1-yard line. Boy, he deserved a touchdown there.
The Cardinals looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. They've got him again. Defense making it very tough down here on the goal line. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. Nothing on 2nd down, sets up a 3rd and goal from the 2. Looking to pass. It's Shuck. Touchdown, Louisville. This offense is still clicking. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what a boost for this offense.
Yeah, quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping him from scoring.
The extra point makes it 28-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. The short completion of the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Linebacker shifting around now. Here's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Scanning the field. It's King. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on the screen now. It's a fumble. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays.
He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hope the defense can get a quick stop. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lacey. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Back to throw. It's Srgtzt. Receiver makes the catch, and the gain just good enough for a first down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that's going to wrap it up. A very interesting first half. Can't wait to see what happens in the second half. The Cardinals will kick this away to get the second half going. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Play action here on first down. Makes the grab. It's Haynes. They bring it down to the 38, but that's good enough for first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. Gets the first down in the process.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Breaks into the clear. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take.
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. To throw, it's King. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, the defense was all over the field in the first half, and as we see here, more of the same to start this third quarter. Big question to me is, now you got a fourth down. You look at that scoreboard, you almost start to wonder, should I go for this?
This punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. back out there on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Eludes a tackle. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Getting set. Here's second down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Here's the second down play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Back to pass. It's Shuck. Bringing pressure. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Well, the offensive line is so caught up in communicating to pick up the defensive lineman. Nobody picks up the middle linebacker on the blitz. He gets the sack.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. This will be touchdown just inside the 40. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Caught on the outside. It's Haynes. Goes down after making the grab. That's not going to be enough for a first down. Good work to get the foot down after the grab. This running back, Kirk, might have been spending some time with those receiver drills.
Yeah, as you know, Chris, these running backs anymore in college football, they are really like glorified wide receivers because not only do they have to be excellent runners, but as you see here, the ability to be able to catch the ball and then the awareness to get a foot down to be able to stay in bounds for a nice game.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. They don't pick up the blitzers, and it's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
First down, sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking downfield, it's King. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Makes the catch. It's Boyd. And they pick up the first down at the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The Yellow Jackets pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
And the Yellow Jackets are going to cash in here in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Haynes. The defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the grab. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after gets him within a touchdown, 28-21. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Second down play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Srgtzt. Makes the catch. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
The ball is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. How about that, Kurt? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game, to tie the game, is just big time by this defense, and it gets them right back where they need to be.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
To the air. It's Srgtzt. This time a completion. Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this third quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Running it back. It's Boyd. The returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Georgia Tech offense is back out there. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Handoff heading left. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
He's tackled at the 30-yard line. Brings up third down.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert the 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Scanning the field. It's King. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Yellow Jackets bring their punt team onto the field.
Number 63 in punt formation to kick it away.
Returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Lacey. And he's tackled after the catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. And he's got his man open downfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Cardinals. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? There's a screen pass to the running back. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the 4th quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Can he get there on the ground? And it's good for a first down, the 36.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. I love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Singleton. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that completion. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Here we go. A crucial 3rd and 1 late in this game. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Testing the right side here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Dropping back. It's King. Catch made on the left side. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Oh, it's so easy to get caught up under the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
And the offense takes timeout with 26 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Georgia Tech. Paging George D. Burdell. Paging George D. Burdell.
Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game. 4th down. Looking to throw for it. And it's incomplete. And the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Boy, as a play caller, you saved this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
Obviously, a high-scoring game, Kirk. They just couldn't match the other guys score for score, and they come up short.
Yeah, Chris, I think we knew coming into this one there'd be a lot of points scored. It would likely be a back-and-forth type of football game, and it certainly didn't disappoint. But ultimately, that defense just couldn't get the stops that they needed.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.